Hi, I'm Sarah from the Music Enthusiast blog, and today I'm here with Galasso. How are you?
Good, you?
I am so good. Super excited to be chatting with you.
Yeah, me too.
I am a new fan, but your music is absolutely stunning.
Thanks.
I feel like it's very Gracie Abrams, and you get that a lot. Also, is a mix of like Elio. I don't know if you know her from Toronto.
I don't know Elio.
A super fun like pop artist.
Okay.
But I feel like you guys sort of like play with heartbreak and love in the same ways.
Okay.
So how do you sort of deal with those music comparisons, and how do you like break free from them in a way?
I've been compared like my whole life or whole musical career anyways. When I started releasing music at like 15, constantly just like, you sound like Taylor Swift, you're doing like Taylor Swift, like you're exactly like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. And I like the comparisons. Like, I mean, obviously I'm definitely listening to and drawing inspiration from these people that I do like, but I never really feel like it affects me because I don't really like make the music thinking like, oh, I want it to sound like this. If it happens that it does, I think that's just because of inspiration. So I don't really mind. I don't feel like I never have to break free from it.
Okay, amazing. You are a songwriter at heart. So how do you decide what goes into a song and what's too personal for you?
When I started writing songs, and even all the way up until maybe like 2020, 2021, I didn't really draw inspiration from my personal life. I like never wrote anything personal.
Really?
Yeah, that was like something that I kind of had started trying to do when like the lockdown happened. I had more time on my hands and I was done school, and like then now I just feel like I'm pretty open to putting kind of whatever in it, and I think it's more personal, but I think I still have a bit of a barrier. It's still locked behind a little bit of like false reality, like not 100% true. I don't feel too like worried that it's too personal because I kind of always have a bit of a barrier there, but I still am trying to make it a bit more personal for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's super hard just to like put your diary.
Yeah, like I can't do that. I've never been like that type, at least not when I was a teenager. I'm more like that now, but it's still a bit.
Yeah.
It's still not 100% reality. Yeah.
So what was your first song? What was it about?
Oh God. Well, I started because my first song, like I don't know. I must have been like 8 or 9 when I started writing songs, and I would have I had these notebooks and like a big binder with all these notebooks in it that I'd bring to school, but I didn't know any instruments, so I would just write half songs. I thought a full song was a verse and a chorus. In my mind I was like, that's a full song. I'm 100%. A genius. And then so like I don't know what those were like, but I'd say like my first good song that like had like actual instruments to it was a song called If I Fall. It's supposed to be about like someone holding me up during tough times. No idea.
At 9 years old.
At this point I must have been like 12,
at 12
13.
Years old. Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, but it took a while to get to there was a bunch. I've written too much that I genuinely have not a clue what I was doing during that time. You can still find it, unfortunately, online.
Okay, amazing.
I'm not advertising that, but you can.
Are you more of like a notes app person or like a journal person?
I'm now a notes app person, which I'm kind of annoyed by actually, because I was a journal person. I still have all my old ones, and that stopped like maybe when I was 15, 16, and then the rise of the phones and everything, and I'm a notes app girly now. It's a little easier, like you just kind of do that.
It's right there.
But I miss it's so much like more artsy to write it in a book. But I did used to do that, but not anymore.
Okay. Do you ever like look back in your journals for song ideas?
I have done that before in the past, but not in a long time. That would be funny. I should. Just like ramblings of like a 14-year-old, so I don't know how genius it is, but maybe there's something interesting in there. I should do that.
Probably is.
Something interesting.
The Cult is your newest song. Yes. It is stunning.
Thank you.
The music video is stunning as well.
Thanks.
What is your favorite thing about this song?
Honestly, the lyrics and the story behind it. I think it was just something that I spent like a while wanting to write, and it took a long time for me to write, and all I would do was just like I just knew I wanted it to be called The Cult, and that was like in my head, and then but I couldn't write it, and so when I finally did, that was like really exciting.
When you first wrote the song, what sort of headspace were you in?
I don't really find myself writing about what's like currently happening. So it was already like a year or two past, but I can tend to hold a grudge. I tend to feel things for a long time. Yeah, it's hard for me to let things go. So I just knew that I wasn't letting the situation go, and I wanted to. So that's sort of the headspace I was in, I guess. I was ready to let it go, so I kind of was like, okay, let me let it, like, let me write it.
And singing it today, have you let it go?
I I think so.
Yeah?
For the
Okay.
most part, I think so.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What's inspiring you right now?
I just went to Lord's concert. I just felt like it was really raw and personal and like so inspired. And she's so interesting as a person, and she seems like so 100% her. I think that's inspiring me because she seems to have like found her sound, and I'm looking for that too. I'm like, I want to feel so comfortable in like what I'm creating and so confident in it. And she seems like she figured that out. So
Yeah, she
that's
did.
inspiring me. Yeah, she's so good. So good.
Yeah, I saw her the tour before the
Me too.
solo power.
Yeah, I saw
and,
that too.
like her like creative sets are
Oh my
just
God.
so stunning too.
So good.
Yeah.
And it's kind of simple, but still interesting. And I don't know how she manages that. I'm very inspired by Lord at the moment. Yeah.
I asked randomquestion.com to give you a random question.
Oh no.
And
Okay.
your random question is, what bends your mind every time you think about it?
Oh God. Okay, I feel like this is like such an obvious answer, but I don't care because I'm pretty bad. The ocean, okay?
Okay.
I know it's like obvious,
Yeah.
but like the ocean scares me so bad, but I'm also like, get me in there because I want to know. And it
Really?
freaks me out.
You
But also,
wanna
no, I
explore.
don't. Not at all. I want other people to do it. And I want to be like, first of all, what the hell? Second of all, why are these things in there? Disgusting. I mean, no offense to the fish and stuff, but like I hate ocean creatures. But also I love them. That's what bends my mind.
Right.
I'm always like thinking about it and being like, I hate this, and also I simultaneously like love it.
Especially like deep down,
I hate
like
it. But I
what's
love
going
it.
on there?
Yeah. No, I'm like deeply disturbed, but also I love Blue Planet and watching it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about, but that's what I like. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I am happy that I'm not the only one who's afraid of the ocean.
Yeah.
And last question, who are your favorite artists right now?
I like that you added the right now because I actually find like favorite artist is like
Yeah.
an impossible term, like because I just am always switching. I definitely would say Lord. I've been really into Audrey Hobart lately,
Yeah.
which is obviously like Gracie Abrams' writing partner on her last album, but I like Audrey's music a little bit more.
Okay.
I just feel like I'm like, wow, this is like interesting pop. It's
She's
really
more,
unique.
like, fun.
A little
Gracie's
more
sad, I feel.
Agreed. And so I've been really into that album. So this is like one random album called Bleed, I think. It's from the
Okay.
band's called Wednesday, I think. I
Okay,
don't know,
amazing,
a coworker mentioned this to me,
Yeah.
and there's like a few songs on there that have like really hit. So I've been really into that.
Thank you so much for chatting
Thank
with
you.
me. This has been fantastic.
It's been fun.
Since you guys watch us talk about Bella's music and everything else, I think it's only fair that you give a listen to her new song, The Cult, and follow her everywhere.
Yes.
If you found your new favorite artist and want the world to know about them, let us know, and we'll see you next time.